Hey, what's up? It's J. Lucky Henry. So we're talking about zoning and how to get a variance in the zoning. So pay attention. Get ready. This is J. Lucky Henry, Keller Williams agent in the greater Boston area. You won't believe how many people need to get real. REAL, Real Estate Explained, amazingly by Lucky in 90 seconds, give or take. Welcome back, it's J. Lucky Henry. So let's talk about how to get a zoning variance, right? Zoning is meant to keep different parts of the neighborhood that are potentially incompatible apart from each other, right? So again, to keep a factory away from a daycare school, right? Kind of don't want those next to each other. So how do you get a variance? Well, you most likely won't get it to put a factory next to the local daycare, but you might get a variance to add a deck onto the back of your house. You're like, whoa, why would I need a variance to add a deck onto the back of my house? Well, it might be something called clearance. Might not be enough clearance between your property line and the neighbor's property line. You might start blocking the view of the waterfront property, right? So the neighbor might own a property that is technically waterfront, and now because you're building this jet off the side of your house, they no longer have water views, which affects the value of their property, so they no longer have a waterfront property. You might need a variance for that if it's even granted. Different neighborhoods, different rules. So what's another example of a variance you could get? Perhaps you have this lot, right? And this is one that my investor clients go through often, is when you have a lot and it's technically big enough to fit two houses. However, the local authorities have deemed that each house needs to have this big of a lot and this amount of setback. So you have almost enough, maybe just enough, and this was previously zoned for just one house, but here you come dividing up the lot and putting two houses, because why? Two is more than one. So you can get double the profit almost, right? So that's another example of how to get a variance. Now you can apply to the town, right? Different ways, application online, go in person. Typically you're gonna have to go and stand in front of the meeting and present what your plans are to those who attend the meeting, and these are public meetings that everyone can go to, right? So these are the ways that you can get the variance. Also, if you can display a hardship or how it's hurting you to not have such a thing, that's another way that you can get it done, right? And these get into types of easements and stuff. Those are a little bit different, but check it out. We got a video coming tomorrow. It's gonna go even deeper with those. So it's been real. It's been 90. Gotta go. We'll be back tomorrow with another video. This is J. Lucky Henry, and I'm here to keep it real with you. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, call or text 978-712-0244 and make sure you subscribe to my channel for more.